plug in the mic?
I did. Let's see. Not bad.
You need a haircut.
You got a hat. Dangly hair?
Yeah.
I don't think you got it. You went into my mouth.
We're covering bum here. You good?
I think so. Great. Hi everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Shelf Control. Today we're going to do an unboxing of the Mosaic Colossus Edition. This is a game I kickstarted a while back, and it's not the oldest one that I'm waiting on, but it's the first one to arrive out of a list of a few. So
a long list of a few.
Not sure exactly what we're going to find opening it up. So let's...
I know nothing about this game. Don't know what it looks like. I know nothing about this game. So I'm going to learn.
So this was... I don't know if Lisa will remember, but when I saw this game on Kickstarter, it had a version that had minis and a version that didn't, and the cardboard pieces, the art looked really good on the Kickstarter campaign. And I had actually considered not getting the plastic minis because the cardboard art looked so good. I didn't know if I wanted to go with just plastic pieces that weren't colored. So in the end I decided to go with the minis, because I figured if it was something that I don't really care for the minis, I could probably put it somewhere to sell for somebody who got the other set and would like to have the minis. So I thought that it'd be worth...
Do we have both sets then?
So yeah.
Oh.
So let's see.
Blank paper.
Protective piece of cardboard. All right, so it's
you
got...
lift.
I get my hands down. All right. Okay. So that they put these in to protect the corners, it looks like. Hopefully it did.
Which is nice.
Hopefully it did a good job. They look good from here. That is a killer size box.
Wow. Is this ancient Egypt?
I don't think it is. We'll see on the map where it goes. It's got some of Egypt. We'll have to show you. You can't see on the other side of the box, but...
Wow. Oh, this box doesn't even close all the way.
So, yeah, I wonder if it's got like so many punch boards in it that it ends up.
Maybe that's why they had to put the protector in it.
So,
all right, let's...
corners... Looks like it did a decent job of protecting the corners.
All right, you're killing me, man. Break it open. Break it open.
All right. Okay, let's see what happens when you...
Oh, wow.
Yep, there's a bunch of punch boards. I don't know. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, I heard that it had 2 how to play rule books in it. So you can have one on each side of each side of the table.
Oh, wow. Components.
Oh, solitaire rules.
Okay. There, you can put that over there. Reference cards. Oh, wow.
Yes, somebody mentioned this. There's 3 reference cards.
Just 3?
Just 3.
How many can it play up to?
I think it can play up to 4, 6.
Doesn't say here.
Let me move these now before I tilt the box.
Maybe
up.
don't tilt it.
Players 1 to 6.
And okay, so you're sharing.
So yeah, I guess you're gonna share those. So those are some pretty hefty.
Yeah, those are nice reference cards.
So let's see. We got punch boards here. And 1, 2. Yeah, so here, let me bring these up. These aren't in the overhead camera, so we'll move them over here. And so here's where I was talking about the art on the tiles. That they.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this looks really nice.
Yeah, the art.
It looks really nice. All right, now I'm curious to see the figs.
And so they got the different things there. They got the different components. This should have the mosaic. Should have the wooden and metal coins. I think.
Okay. Wow. These are really nice looking cardboard components.
The cardboard components.
Wow.
Look really good in this game. So we'll see what we decide to do.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's like some military units. It looks like
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then here are the wonders that you can build.
So what's this game about?
It says it's the story of civilization. So the way that I've had it just described to me is that it's kind of like an abstract civilization game. You're not quite micromanaging running a civilization like you do in like a civilization video game or something like that, but this kind of zooms out some more macro view, and it also has been compared to terraforming Mars in the way that the cards have icons that play off of each other as you play them out. So let me move this off to the side. Let's see. This is going to be a table hog. So there's the map. So it's Europe and a little bit of Africa, it looks like. And with the art, they went with the mosaic theme to go with the name, where it looks like it's inlaid glass or porcelain on the map. These are dual layered boards for the players.
There's mine.
Which are nice.
Oh, wow.
So, what they did with this Kickstarter...
Yeah, this reminds me of Terraforming Mars.
They actually...
It's not the same designer, is it?
No. They had some... They did extra large player boards, which get a little bit bigger.
For the Kickstarter?
And have some dials. And some of the upgraded goods didn't get delivered with the game when it shipped, and so they're coming a couple weeks later. So I'm interested to see what's not included in here and what's coming later. I know the extra large player boards are. I don't know if Metal Money. I don't know what else.
So is this the standard game?
This is the standard game is all of this with the cardboard punches.
Okay.
So
the dual player board is a standard.
I I think it is a standard.
Okay.
And if that's the case, it's a really
that's
nice looking standard edition. One thing that I'm a little bit curious about is, and we'll be playing this game a few times before we do a review of it to give our opinion, and we should have the upgraded components by then. But I saw a picture of the expanded boards. It extends out a little bit, they're a little bigger, and they have dials to keep track, I think, of the different icons on your cards, so it lets you know I have this many of this and this many of this kind of thing. And on the Kickstarter page, you had like a circle with like a little cutout, and a circle underneath it that would spin and show the number, always in the same spot down here. It would show the number. We've played lots of games that have dials like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw online somebody showed a picture of theirs where it's like flat. Picture it like this instead, where it's flat and the numbers go 1 through 10 or whatever around here, and it has a dial sitting on top that has a notch out of it. And from the picture, what didn't look good to me is that the numbers are always facing outwards of the circle.
Mm.
And so in the picture, they had the dial on the 6, but it looks like a 9. If you're sitting here looking at the board, it looks like a 9 because the bottom of the 6 is actually pointing away from you. And I can see that being a little bit confusing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at your board, or if you're looking at somebody else's board, hey, is that a 9 or a 6? I don't know why they ended up doing it that way instead of the original way, where you would just turn it and the number would be showing facing the right way on the bottom. So, but we'll have to see how those look when they show up, and whether or not we think they were worth extra money. When I saw that picture, I was kind of disappointed that I spent the extra money for the extra large boards, because we might not find that we even want to use them. But
board looks a little warped.
So, oh yeah, there's a corner there, if you can see. Looks like maybe a board had something sitting on it. It's the brown or black, yeah. So maybe I'll
see if we can flatten that out.
Put that on the bottom and set something heavy on it. This is just more board, but this is nice. This is also dual layered. I don't know exactly what's got to go in there, but it's nice that it sits and won't be budged. Scorecard.
Oh, excuse me. We'll probably have the app for that anyway.
Not double-sided. I prefer when they double-side them, so you get more use out of them.
Right, bring me exciting stuff.
All right, here's your first player marker.
Oh, that's huge. What? That's a chunk of wood.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I'm first. That thing's huge. Look at that.
All right, so here's just some colored cubes for the different players, I assume. And here's the wood components.
Okay.
There's some grain, some fish. Yeah, I'll get these out. Oh, and there are metal coins in here too. So let's set this off to the side here, and let me get this out to compare. Okay, the graphics look pretty much the same.
So we've got
big chunks of block, little chunks of block, Yeah, yep, it's
identical.
It's the same. Which is fine. These are nice looking pieces regardless.
Yeah, that's a lot of wood.
So, and they're chunky, thick pieces.
Yeah, they're all pretty.
So
this blows my mind.
This is
elaborate.
This is going to be interesting. I wonder how much of this you actually have in front of you if having a big stack of the wood pieces.
How much was the Kickstarter all in? Do I want to know? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's okay.
I don't remember.
I don't want to know.
But I do remember it.
Don't tell me in the comments if any of you know it. I don't need to know.
I do remember it being cheaper than I expected. When this Kickstarter came out, I believe it came out during the whole COVID shipping problem thing, and so I don't think that this was necessarily one of those that was caught by surprise, like some of the other Kickstarters that came out right before and that we're still waiting on.
Oh wow!
And
4 sets.
Yeah. Now, if I recall, they did cut down on the number of metal coins. Here's a 20. 10?
This one doesn't feel as good as the rest. Wow. This feels like plastic fake.
Yeah, the tan
Isn't that interesting?
The tan is definitely lighter. And
no, I think it's just this one. Feel that one. It's different.
Oh, maybe.
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
So, no. Anyways, let me check. Because I think I had read that they cut down on the number of coins.
To save on money?
Yes. Okay, there was supposed to be, according to the book, 10 20s. And there's 5 here. And so they had I think they were working on the insert, and I think they ended up spending more money on the insert than they were planning on. And they didn't want to go cheap on the insert, and they didn't want to ask backers for more money, and so they reduced the number of coins, because they said that these were enough for playing the game, that you wouldn't run out of them.
Okay.
And some people were upset with that. There were a lot of questions online because the book gives you the totals, and it doesn't add up with what you actually get in the game. But if it's a good amount for playing,
yeah, if it supports the game, I'm not worried about it.
I would much rather them do something like that than ask me for more money to ship my game out. So, and they've just started the Kickstarter for the expansion, and it adds more.
How long's the Kickstarter going?
It's going for a month.
Okay, so we have time we got to get on this.
So we need to make sure that we like it before we do that. But I think that's one of the reasons why they shipped the box game out without the editions instead of waiting the 2 weeks plus the shipping on top of that. To give people
the opportunity to play
because
the game.
they wanted to get this Kickstarter for the expansion going, but they didn't want to put it out without people having access to the game first. And so that makes sense. Probably cost them a bit more to do the ship the game, wait for the other stuff to show up, and then ship it again. So
yeah, but hopefully that'll get more people interested in the game and more backers for the expansion.
There's leader cards.
Ooh, a priestess, a scribe, a philosopher, a merchant.
Here's
a magistrate, a general, a farmer, an engineer, and an artist.
and it looks like it gives you
Different
starting
starting
resources.
Yeah. Special ability.
And so here we have some of the minis. These look like the Wonders. So before I get those out, let's find the board with the Wonders on it. We'll look at the cards later. Let's see these over there. And so here's...
Oh, they're not painted.
No, they are not painted. That's one reason why I was like, are we going to prefer these to... this looks like it might be that. Oh, and this was another thing that they...
The Sphinx.
This was another thing that they cut out. In the Kickstarter, you were going to get bases in your civilization's color that you would set these in so when you build it to show that you built
it's yours,
that.
right?
And so I don't know how important that is because the original Wonders don't have it. And I believe you get one of those beefy cards for a Wonder showing that you have it. So I don't know that it's all that necessary that if I'm playing blue that my pyramids have a blue base on them. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, these look nice. They would look great painted.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for that or the time to just sit there and do it. So it'll be interesting to see if we like the 3D bases out there or we like the colored pictures.
Yeah.
Because again, the pictures look so good. Let's see. Anything else? There's lots of anything else. There we go. So these inserts are empty, so there'll be stuff to put in those. All right, you are a yellow player.
Yep.
Let's give you.
Gimme.
So everyone gets a player box of their colors.
Ooh. These look to be... Oh no, they're different. Are they the... What are these?
So you've got different kinds of villages. A harbor. This one has boats.
Okay, so we have cutouts of these.
Yes.
As well. Okay.
So,
We don't need to get them.
But
Oh, these are my...
and then you have your
army.
military and your population.
Okay. These two guys are the same.
Yeah. We got a sickle.
Fighter on a horse. Big shield. Where's this? Okay. Horses. Another sickle. Oh.
Probably historically accurate, but it's kind of weird seeing the guy with the shield with no pattern or something on the shield. It's just a flat. It just looks like an unfinished piece of plastic.
Okay, I think I've gotten all the peoples.
And so these are what you're going to be putting out on the board as your own villages.
Oh wow, this guy's a giant.
Okay, yeah. So I think some of them are 5s, and some of them are.
Okay, because he's a giant. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's. Here's the difference in size between the two. So hopefully they don't get confused with the what total you got, but.
Well, no, they're clearly different sizes.
And I don't know. I guess maybe with the military, the horses are 5s. I don't know.
I like the box individual.
Yeah.
It's a lot of plastic and a lot of wood in these games.
Yeah, so in the bottom of the box here, there's just 6 different boxes for the different colors. So the minis are all your individual player pieces, and then your 3, 6, 9 wonders. And so it's kind of a mini intensive game, but only because you've got 6 players worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're only playing with a couple people, you're not getting all the plastic out. But it's
a big game.
Yeah, so I'm interested.
Metal money is very important to me, so I'm glad we have that. I like the Colosseum. Yeah, I would just play with the wonders as it is.
With the cardboard.
I would just play with them, not even play a game. There.
Yeah, I think
it's the pyramids. It's the Sphinx.
I think with the
Stonehenge.
3D, it would just look impressive on the board.
We might have to look into getting them painted.
So I'm gonna break open one of these. Maybe not the biggest one. Let's do a smaller stack of cards here to look at. Yeah, so these
are buildings.
Farm towns, manufacturing towns. Those must be the different things that architectural city. Those are the different things that you have in your own color. Cultural capital city, cultural city.
You're going too fast.
They got the nice linen.
Yeah.
Like textured finish on them.
Manufacturing. Keep going.
So it'll be interesting to see. There was one thing I wanted to see about this box.
Capital city, farming city.
Okay, yeah, I see
Garrison and merchant. Okay,
I see what people were saying here too.
populous.
Some people, their boxes were splitting at the corners, and you can see in here there's a gap there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you can see it with the overhead camera or not. If I can get it to where there's not a shadow in there, maybe. Down in here, the corners of the box, it's like the paper on the outside is what's holding the box together.
Right.
And so people were getting splits here in the corners and tears in the box, and they've been replacing boxes as needed. But I don't recall seeing a game like that before. This is upside down now. Let me just throw it around, even though I know that the corners could tear on me. So I was curious to see. It would have been nice if they could have made the box reinforce the corners before putting this paper on, because it's just the one sticker sheet on there that's holding the box together. So, and looks like maybe the same thing on the bottom one, but hopefully if the inserts are good enough to hold everything together, you won't get that compression
weight on the outside.
Yeah. So, what do they say for playtime on this beast? 120 minutes, 2 hours.
So probably 4.
So, yeah, at
First game,
at least
probably
for the
4.
first few, probably so. But
Okay, so this is one you got to be committed to.
so yeah, this is one that
You need an afternoon.
you're gonna sit down and say we're gonna play Mosaic. Not,
Yeah. So
hey,
it's not a I'm getting home from work, let's play Mosaic kind of game.
Why not? So be interesting to see. I've heard some people say that the solo version is fun. I'd like to try it at 2, try it at 3. I don't know if we could get it at 6, but we'll give it a try. See if we can get some people to try it out.
So what will happen is Norm will play it by himself a couple times to get the feel for the game. Then I'll play with him. We'll drag Jenny in to play. Maybe we can convince our son to play as either a 3rd player or the 4th, and we'll go from there.
What I like to do when I get a new game is go through the rules, figure out how to play, and then set it up with like 3 dummy players and just play through a few rounds just to get...
You being all the dummies?
With me being all the dummies. Just to get a feel of how the game flows, what the different things are, and maybe even to find out any things that are like easy to forget and or overlook.
So basically what he's saying is he gets the strategy down before he teaches me the game, so he already has the advantage, and he devours me every time. So that's what he's saying.
Who's a jammy dodger? Anyways, this is Mosaic, the unboxing of the story of civilization.
The Colossus Edition.
The Colossus Edition, because I went ahead and got the plastic. So
which I do like.
We'll be giving this a try, seeing how we like it, and we'll be talking about it later. A game this size, we probably want to get a few plays in, more than usual, before actually talking about it. Hopefully by then we'll have the other components that are arriving.
This almost reminds me of, what is the name of the game? You've got the silks, you've got the
Concordia.
Wine.
Concordia Venus.
Same
Yes.
designers?
I don't think so.
Okay. It looks
Yes.
similar to it.
Yes, it does very much have that vibe to it.
He knows me.
So we'll get back to you on the review if we can figure out how to get a long form video going. Our phones don't really handle well with doing the hour-long games, but we'll see if we can't get an arrangement to get a gameplay in if you guys are interested. So have you guys got your copy in yet? What are your thoughts? Are you going to get the expansion? Have you already backed it, expecting to like it? And what do you think of the different play counts? Is this a good solo game, 2-player game? Is it something that me and my wife can play, or are we going to want to get a group of people together? Let us know in the comments.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Great. Bye.
Bye. What's going on?
I'm just going to bring it down to where... Boop.
Boop. Boop, boop.